my name is Sarah Rae. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to look at New Year's resolutions. I'm going to tell you what my New Year's resolutions were for 2021, what I had happen, what I didn't have happen, and then I'm going to tell you what my 2022 resolutions are. And I am feeling 2022. I can't believe this is our last video of 2021, but I made it this video because I wanted to go into 2022 with goals and a positive outlook. So that's why I chose this video to be our last. Let's quit talking, let's jump into it. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications of when I upload, and let's get talking about some New Year's resolutions. Okay, so I keep my New Year's resolutions in this scrapbook that I have. I keep a lot of things in this scrapbook, like pictures and everything, obviously. I'll show you a few pages like this. These are my babies. Oh, and pictures of me during the holidays. This is me in the hospital. And this side is my New Year's resolutions. And let's talk about them. So these were for New Year's resolutions of this past year. So this year, 2021. And there was 11 of them, so let's talk about them. So number 1, I'll go through the list first, and then after that, I'll tell you which ones I did and which ones I didn't do. So number 1, work out more. Number 2, work on DBT, which is dialectal behavior therapy, meditation, and CBT, which CBT is cognitive behavior therapy. Number 3, try complementary medicine like tea. Number 4, acceptance. Number 5, finances in order. Number 6, learn and spread as much knowledge as I can. Number 7, love yourself. Number 8, start streaming. Number 9, donate clothes. Number 10, get out more. And number 11, get 50 subscribers. So those were my resolutions for this year, for 2021. Now, I'll go through the list and tell you which ones I did and which ones I didn't do. So number 1 was work out more. I attempted it and then I kind of let it go about halfway through the year because I started getting sick halfway through the year. A lot happened at the beginning of this year and I ended up stopping working out, unfortunately. But it's in my resolutions for next year. Number 2, work on DBT, meditation, and CBT. I am doing that actually. I meditate almost every day and I'm in a DBT group, which actually I have to go to right now. So we'll continue this in a moment. DBT, so rewarding. I love the group I'm in. They are so understanding. They get it. They're just like me, health-wise, mental health-wise. I love it. It's just a great atmosphere to be in. Very rewarding. So I've been doing that all year, so check on number 2. Number 3, try alternative medicine like tea. I have been drinking tea all year. Does it help with my health? I don't know, but I've been drinking non-caffeinated tea and drinking that more than soda. So I've been cutting back a little bit on soda. And so I don't know if that's a difference at all, but I mean, I love tea, so. Number 4 is acceptance. I have done that this year. I've accepted the world that I'm living in, being disabled. I've accepted that where my health is at right now, where my mental health is right now, and that I've created this little world inside that world. And that is of my YouTube channel and my poetry, and I keep that really close to me. And that means a lot to me, so that's my acceptance world. If that didn't make sense, trust me, it makes sense to me. Number 5, finances in order. This I did not do, and actually I'm really bad with money, and this is a classic sign of BPD. That's a trait. You tend to be really bad with money. Number 6, learn and spread as much knowledge as you can. I do this on Thursdays on YouTube here with you guys. I spread as much knowledge on health as I can, on autoimmune diseases, on mental health, on ostomies. as much knowledge as I know, as I can find, I spread it because I want the world to know about it. And it's something I'm really passionate about. Number 7, love yourself. No, and we're not going to talk about it. Number 8, start streaming. I, at the beginning of the year, wanted to start streaming, but a lot of things happened at the beginning of this year. A lot happened. And I decided that, one, I'm not very good live. I tend to have a hard time thinking ahead of what I'm going to say, or I run into words, like I overthink and then jumble my words, if that makes sense, and things just get all messy. So I figured streaming would be kind of bad for me. And plus, at the beginning of the year, my life was a total mess. So I thought sticking to YouTube would be perfect. But I also started TikTok, and I have my Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr to have information on, and to also have, other platforms to use for social media. So I didn't really need to do streaming. So I didn't do it. Number 9, donate clothes. I did this. I raided my closet on things that I do not wear anymore, and I donated those. So I did this. Number 10, get out more. I have a hard time going out because of my assault, and I decided, I was like, okay, Sarah, you're gonna go out more, you can do it. And with the pandemic and what happened, I still have a hard time going out, but I do go out whenever I need to go get medicine or go to Walmart. So I do go out, and I go out to walk. So I guess I kind of do this, so it gets us a half a check mark, okay? And number 11 was get 50 subscribers, and we're over 600. So this has been triple check mark. So that is my resolution list for 2021. Now I want to tell you guys about what happened at the beginning of this year before we go into 2022 resolutions. So at the end of March, there's around 2 weeks that I didn't post. And that is because I was in the hospital. I had tried to take my own life. And I didn't tell you guys about it because I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to explain myself. I didn't want to, answer for it. I just wanted to forget about it and act like it never happened. I wanted to put it as far out of my mind as I could. And that's exactly what I did. But I'm bringing it up now because I want anybody who's going through anything mentally and is thinking about going down that road to understand there is consequences. And I never understood the consequences before in my last 2 attempts until now. Because in this consequences that I'm getting, I got one of my medications taken away and knocked down, and it was my pain meds that have been helping me so much. They almost took it fully away, but instead they knocked it down and gave me something different that is less effective. And you can't abuse, period, but I would never abuse them anyway. But they're thinking of taking them to harm yourself. It's a patch now. It's not anything that you can take orally. Then they took away an infusion of mine, the ketamine infusions that we've talked about, because it can cause negative side effects. Well, so they say. But then they had to adjust my meds again, which have helped actually a lot. And I also had to get put into a year-long group for DBT, which actually has helped so much. And again, that was on my list to learn DBT. It was a requirement for me to leave the hospital. I had to go on this group. Hi, Editing Sarah here. A little weird. I put down on my New Year's resolution list in December of 2020, right, that I wanted to learn DBT. In March, well, it would have been April 1st, I get told I had to be put in a DBT group class to leave the hospital. How did the universe do that? Ain't that creepy? That year, I wanted to learn DBT, and I would get put in a DBT group class for a year. Is anybody else seeing that? Ain't that weird? It's a little creepy. It's a little weird. I don't know. That when I was editing that, I noticed that and I was like, that's a little creepy. It like gave me kind of like chills. I was like, ooh. Anyways, thought I would point that out. Back to your regularly scheduled program. All I'm saying is to think before you do anything to hurt yourself. And this is coming from 3-time experience. To not only think about your family, but what consequences could come from it in your life. So, that's it. And moving on, let's go to our 2022 New Year's resolutions. And we got 10 of them. So, let's do it. Alright, number 1 is to learn the guitar. And I'm talking acoustic guitar. I've wanted to learn the guitar for a long time. And I actually got a guitar back when I lived in New York, but it was a kid-sized guitar. And I guess I didn't have the passion to really do it and stick with it like I have now. Like, I want to learn a lot of everything. And writing poetry, I feel like I could write music. I just have a lot of passion right now, and I have the time. Number 2, to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're at 600. I think we can hit 1,000 by the end of the year. Number 3, get back to working out. I said last year's was to work out. I said for this upcoming year, I'm going to get that back to working out. Number 4, read 1 book each month. I want to get back to reading. So I think that's going to be something really healthy, to put down your phone and actually read something, to connect with reality and not what's on your phone, if that makes sense, okay? Number 5, drink more water and less caffeine. So I'm going to keep lemon and cucumber in the house so I can drink more water, because that's what my cocktail is of when I drink water. Number 6, meditate and keep on with coping skills. So my DBT, when it goes up in April, I want to continue keeping those skills in my life after I'm done with the group. Number 7, visit my home, New York, and try to visit my papa who lives in Wisconsin. I really want to visit him. He got sick this past year in 2021, and I feel I really need to go visit him. Number 8, to attempt to learn Italian. I want to learn Italian because obviously I'm Italian. You could tell by the nose. Number 9, clean out my closet. I'm going to do another clean out because I'm coming into my 30s. I don't need to be wearing crop tops. I can be beautiful in more modest clothes. More, I can be beautiful and not show off everything, Number 10, keep on a routine in skincare. And I wrote down my routines already. So my morning routine would go like this. Take my medicine when I first wake up, empty my ostomy bag, do my skincare, get some coffee or tea, read a book, read some of it, journal, walk, eat breakfast, do some self-care, make a list for the day, and make my bed. My night routine would go like this. Put the dogs up, put my phone on the charger, do skin and self-care, get dressed for the bed, empty my ostomy, make some tea, read, soften my lights, meditate, take my medication, lights out, and go to sleep. So those are my resolutions. What do you think? I want to know what your guys' New Year's resolutions are. Leave them in the comment section down below. I'm really excited. I feel like we're going to have a good year next year. I just feel it. At least I hope. I'm going to hope. I'm going to put it off, put it out there. So, with that said, that's it. This is our last video for 2021. So, goodbye 2021. Hello 2022. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for the 600 subscribers and everything you guys have done this year. You've made it a wonderful year, and I'll see you guys next year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.